If you receive items with serial numbers or lot numbers, you can enter item tracking numbers either on the source document like purchase orders or on the warehouse document like warehouse receipt. Let me show you how this looks like in Dynamics 365 Business Central. And to show you a whole example, first I would like to show you and explain what setup I did. So first, let me go to Tell Me and let's go to Item Tracking Codes. Item Tracking Codes. And for my example, I created two new item tracking codes. First one is lot warehouse tracking, where I turned on lot specific tracking. And you also need to make sure that lot warehouse tracking is turned on for you. So this is what you have to pay attention, because we want also to track in the warehouse documents our lot numbers. Also, at the end, I enabled that I want to track use expiration dates, because it is very important for my lot numbers. The second setup, which is the same, I did the same for serial numbers for warehouse. So I here enable serial number specific tracking and make sure that warehouse tracking is also enabled for our scenario. Okay, and then on the use expiration date, I'm going to turn this off because we don't need expiration dates for serial numbers. Good. The second setup that we need to do, that I would like to do, is on location card. If I go to locations, to white location, I enabled under the bin policies that I want to pick our items according to first expire, first out method. So this will be later on handy because we are going to use lot numbers together with expiration date, and then system will pick based on the expire date. And last setup that I would like to show you is that I created two new items. So if I go to reference data, items, I have two items. The first one is loudspeaker, so very simple item with item tracking code serial numbers. So we are tracking this item across by specifying serial numbers. And the second item is cleaning spray, and we are tracking this with lot numbers. So this is the setup. And as warehouse receipts are working with inbound documents, I also created one purchase order. So if I go to sales and purchase orders, here you will find my purchase order for location white. And as you can see here, I have 100 pieces of loudspeakers and 500 pieces of cleaning spray. So this is a purchase order that I created. And now, as a warehouse tracking, lot and serial number warehouse tracking enabled, I have two possible options that I can do. The first one is that I can enter item tracking codes on the purchase order document. So if I go to line, item tracking lines, here I can specify my serial numbers for my purchase order for my loudspeakers. And the same goes for cleaning spray. So this is a perfectly possible that you can still do if you receive your serial numbers inside from your vendor. Another option that now when we have warehouse tracking for serial numbers and lot numbers is by specifying this on warehouse receipt document. And this is what we are going to do now. But first thing, I need to release my purchase order, and then I will select create warehouse receipt. Okay. One warehouse receipt will be created and my both items will be transferred to my warehouse receipt. And now if we try to post this receipt, you will get an error that I must assign a serial number for my item 1001. So very meaningful message, and it will not allow me to post items and my receipt. So what I have to do now, I have to go to my lines and then go to item tracking lines. The same way I did it in my example on purchase order. So I will click item tracking lines, and then I can create our serial number that I want to assign to my items. So I will say, okay, this will be SN minus 1, 2, 3, 4, and I want to increment by 1, and I want to create 100 serial numbers, and I will select OK, and system will automatically create serial numbers for my item. So, and I see that everything is assigned, which is perfect. Okay, and the second step is that I need to define lot numbers for my cleaning spray, and I will again go to item tracking lines, and I will expand a little bit this screen. And here, very important, what we see is that we have lot number field and that we have expiration date field, and quantity of course is important. So let's now assign lot numbers. So for example, I will put here LN001. It will be expiration date, let's say 31st of March, and quantity 200. Okay, now I have 300 more to assign, so it will be the second line. Expiration date will be end of April, let's say 250, and we have expiration date end of May for our third lot for 50 pieces. So this is how you can assign lot numbers manually together with expiration date for your quantities that you are receiving from your vendor. Let me close this. And now the next step for me is of course to post the receipt. Let's post this. Yes. And in a few seconds our warehouse receipt will be posted. And as we can see, number of put away activities has been created, so we are ready to create and perform put away in our warehouse. And if we take a look at the purchase order, we see that quantity is received, which is what we wanted to achieve.